be all fine. Followed by the previous video, we are going to see today about the stepwise events of the sexual reproduction. In the previous video, we have already seen two events, that is your gametogenesis and insemination process. Today, we are going to start about the fertilization process, that is the third event. Once at the time of sexual intercourse, if the semen being released, it contains millions of sperms. The sperm will move from the vagina to the fallopian tube region. Keep it in your mind, students, clearly. If the sexual intercourse happens at the time of the egg traveling in the ampullary region of the fallopian tube, will be having more possibilities of getting fertilization. This period is called as fertile period. If a female parent having her egg at the ampullary region, she has more chance of fertilization if she is supposed to have sexual intercourse. So, after insemination, the sperm move from the vagina to the ampullary region of the fallopian tube, where the sperm and the egg get meet. They will unite by the process called fertilization. That is the third event of your sexual reproduction, followed by the insemination. Are you clear with your fertilization? Shall we move to the next event of your sexual reproduction? So by the process of fertilization, your male and female gamete combines, their nucleus also combine to form the product called a zygote. As I told you already, zygote is the diploid one. Your gametes are haploid as the zygote, as the product of the union of gametes, it will be of diploid one. So this is the process of fertilization which will happen exclusively in the body of female parent. Once after the fertilization, as we have got the product called zygote, it starts to divide immediately by the process called the cleavage. So cleavage is a mitotic process, my dear students. As I told you, at the time of gametogenesis process, we will be having an extraordinary division called meiosis. Here, at the time of zygote division, we will be having the somatic division called mitosis. As we are normally proceeding at the time of growth, here also the process which involves in the division of your zygote is mitosis. Here, the mitotic division of the zygote can also be called as cleavage. The product of each divisions are called as blastula. Once the zygote start to divide, you will be having the structure called blastula, that is the product of your cleavage. How the cleavage happens, what are the patterns, how the division, how the plan of division happens, these things will be differ from other mammals. Human beings have their own strategies of cleavage. By that process, we will be having a structure called blastula. This is the fourth event of your sexual reproduction, followed by the fertilization. Now, once the cleavage happens, as it forms the blastula, you will be having various stages. Once the zygote start to divide, by the division, first division, you will be having two-celled embryo. Keep in your mind clearly, only the single cell structure is called as zygote. Once if it start to divide, then you will be having the stages like two-celled embryo, four-celled embryo, 8-celled embryo, 16-celled embryo, like these kinds of structures will be happening. These are all because of the process called cleavage. Once this is happening, your embryo also started moving from the fallopian tube towards the uterus. Towards uterus, it starts to move by it. The movement is facilitated by the ciliary structures present in the fallopian tube. So once the embryo reaches the uterus, we will be having the next process called implantation. Only after implantation, the female, the mother, will be called as pregnant woman or pregnant lady. Before that, you cannot confirm the pregnancy. Only after the implantation, the term called pregnancy will be used. Shall we see how the implantation happens?
Yes.
So followed by the cleavage process, the next event that we have is your implantation. Implantation is a special event which will take place in the uterus. Once the embryo reaches the uterus of the female, the embryo will fix to the uterine wall. That process is called as implantation. See, as I told you, when the embryo is moving from the region of fallopian tube towards the uterus, I told you it is dividing into 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell, 16 cell structures, like that it is dividing. For this division and all, it has its own nutrients. As your egg has some nutrients, by the utilization of that nutrients, the embryo will dividing. Once after a particular time, it needs more nutrients. To absorb all the nutrients and to remove all the waste materials being produced by the metabolic process which has been used for the division process. That kind of waste material also has to be released. So for the absorption of nutrients and to release all these kinds of waste materials, we need to develop a structure. To develop that particular structure, first of all, the embryo has to fix into the female body in a particular place. The place which has been designed for that, the place which has been designed as a platform for that is your uterus. Uterus usually having 3 layers that we will see. Once we start the female reproductive structure, we will see what are the layers being there in your uterus. There are 3 layers. Among the 3 layers, the inner layer which is called as endometrium. In that endometrium, this embryo will come and fix in a particular place. This fixation process is called as implantation. Fixation of your embryo in the uterine wall, especially in the endometrium, is called as implantation. Once after the implantation, the female can be called as pregnant female, pregnant lady. Once after the implantation process, the placenta will be developed. Can you understand how important the implantation is? And for your knowledge, I'll tell another one thing. For the proper development of the fetus, it has to be implanted in the proper place. As your uterus is a broad structure, it has a vast area. For the development of the proper development of the fetus, the embryo has to be implanted in a proper area. This is very important event. Once after the implantation, your placenta will get developed. That process is called as placentation. So, my dear students, so far we have seen 5 events or stepwise events of your sexual reproduction, starting from gametogenesis, insemination, fertilization, cleavage and implantation. So once after the implantation, now the structure a special structure called placenta will be developed. Can we see what is called placenta and how it is developed? Yes. Followed by the implantation process, I told you there is the growth of a structure called placenta. See, placenta being developed both by the participation of the mother and also by the participation of the fetus. I think one time it has been asked in your NEET question, whose responsibility is actually to form the placenta, whether it is being formed by the fetus or it is being formed by the mother. In NCERT also it has been clearly given placenta being formed by both the mother and also by the fetus. So placenta is a structure being developed only after the implantation process in order to facilitate the absorption of nutrients from the mother's blood and to export and to release the waste product being formed from the fetus to the mother's blood. Only the placenta will facilitate both the process to absorb the nutrients and also to release the waste products, and also to facilitate the gaseous exchange. that will also cause removal of carbon dioxide, absorption of oxygen, that will also happen through this placenta. So placenta is a very essential organ. In the previous video, as we have seen about the oviparous, viviparous, ovoviviparous animals, I told you only in viviparous animals we will be having the structure called placenta. In ovoviviparous there is no structures like placenta. So that is the next event in case of your sexual reproduction. That is your placentation, development of a placenta. A tube-like structure contains so many blood vessels that will facilitate the absorption of nutrients from the mother's blood, and also for the removal of waste product from the fetus to the mother's blood, and also facilitate the gaseous exchange. To proceed all these things, the placenta has to be developed. The process of the development of placenta is called placentation, and it is completely under the control of your hormones. We will study when we are proceeding the function of your female reproductive system. We will see what are the hormones responsible for the production of your placenta. Now you just keep it in your mind what is called placenta, what is called placentation, why it has to be developed, what is the function of your placenta. That's all the things that we have seen briefly. The detailed thing we will proceed once if we start the function of your female reproductive system. In today's video, we have been seeing about the fertilization process, cleavage, implantation and placentation. In next video, you will see the remaining events of your sexual reproduction, that is your gastrulation, organogenesis and the parturition, that is the delivery process, that we will see in your next video. I request all the students to go through the content given in your textbook. Reading the content is very important, my dear students, and I hope you are all going through the videos, not only the biology videos. I request you all to go through the videos properly for all the main subjects: physics, chemistry, maths. Then if it is of language, you have to go through. Once after the video, you have to work out. In case of your chemistry and physics central, you have to work out the problems. And I request all the parents also to guide your wards to proceed the things what we are informing through the videos, that has to be followed properly by your wards. I request all the parents to cooperate with this, because we know the situation, current situation. We are the teachers, we are taking more efforts for your ward studies. So this is your responsibilities, my dear parents. You have to instruct, you have to insist your wards properly to go through the textbook contents. If it is of maths, they have to work out the problems given in the textbook. These things have to be done properly. So my dear students, as we have seen the stepwise event up to the placentation today, in next video we will see the other events. Can we see the other event in next video? I hope you all will go through the text. Please do it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me through phone calls in personal. Yes, thank you.